Many people come to me and ask, Master Yip, why does everything in my life feel stuck? No matter how hard I work, nothing moves forward. I save money, but it slips through my hands. I try to be kind, yet conflict and exhaustion always find me. And I tell them gently, when the qi doesn't flow, fortune doesn't grow. In Feng Shui, every stroke of luck or misfortune begins with one simple truth: the flow of energy. When the flow of qi within your home, your body, or your heart becomes stagnant, prosperity and harmony begin to fade away. Have you noticed? Sometimes your house suddenly feels heavier, darker, or quieter. The air feels thick. Appliances keep breaking. Plants struggle to grow. People inside argue for no reason, or wake up tired no matter how long they sleep. And even after you clean, there's still that uneasy feeling you can't explain. That is stagnant qi, heavy, blocked energy. It hides in corners, in walls, in furniture, and sometimes inside your own thoughts. Over the past 40 years of studying, teaching, and practicing Feng Shui, I've walked through thousands of homes, from luxury villas to small apartments, and I have seen the same pattern everywhere. When energy is blocked, good fortune cannot enter. But here is the encouraging truth. You don't need expensive cures or mystical objects to change that. There are ancient, time-tested practices that can help you clear away the heavy energy and reopen the natural flow of qi. Among them, one stands out for its simplicity and its power: a salt and vinegar cleansing ritual that has been passed down for generations by Feng Shui masters and Buddhist monks alike. It's not superstition. It's a practice that harmonizes the elements of earth, fire, and water, helping your space breathe again and allowing light and prosperity to return to your life. So if lately you've been feeling that invisible heaviness, tiredness, confusion, or bad luck that won't leave, take it not as a curse, but as a message from your environment. Your energy is asking to be renewed. Before we begin the ritual, type in the comments below, "I cleanse my energy and open the path of abundance." When you write it with intention, you set your vibration into motion, and the universe starts listening. If this message resonates with you, please like, share, and subscribe so I, Master Yip, can continue guiding you through practical Feng Shui teachings that bring clarity, peace, and prosperity into your everyday life. When we talk about bad luck, most people imagine coincidence, something that just happens. But in traditional Feng Shui, there are no accidents. Every wave of fortune, every challenge, every moment of stillness reflects the state of qi, the life force that moves through and around you. When qi flows freely, life feels effortless, doors open, ideas come easily, money circulates, health improves. But when qi becomes blocked, the natural rhythm of life slows down, as if invisible dust has gathered inside your energy field. 3 levels of qi that shape your destiny. 1. The qi within your body. This is your internal vitality. When you live with anger, fear, or constant worry, your breath becomes shallow, your posture collapses, and your inner fire weakens. Emotionally, that's when you begin to feel tired for no reason, or wake up already anxious. 2. The qi within your home. Every home breathes. When it's cluttered, dimly lit, or filled with broken objects, the energy inside becomes stagnant. Walls absorb arguments, corners collect sadness, even the air itself grows heavy, like water that refuses to move. 3. The Qi of heaven and earth. This is the natural energy surrounding your space, the sunlight, the wind, the direction your home faces. When a house is always closed up, windows sealed, curtains drawn, it loses contact with the living world outside. Without that balance between yin and yang, the flow of qi weakens.
The 5 elements and their imbalance. In Feng Shui, all existence is built on 5 elements: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. When they support each other, harmony arises. But when one dominates or weakens, imbalance appears, and what people call bad luck begins to surface. When earth becomes heavy, your foundation feels unstable. You may worry about finances or security. When water becomes stagnant, emotions freeze. You feel lost or uninspired. When fire dies down, passion fades, projects stall, relationships grow cold. When wood dries out, creativity stops. You can't seem to move forward. When metal dulls, clarity disappears. Decisions become uncertain. All of this is energy speaking to you, quietly but persistently. The truth about bad luck. So, my friends, misfortune is not punishment. It's simply qi asking to move again. It is your home, your body, your life saying, "I'm ready to breathe." And that's why the salt and vinegar ritual exists. It's one of the simplest ways to restore that natural circulation of energy, to neutralize what is heavy and invite back what is bright. In just a few minutes, using ingredients already in your kitchen, you can help your space exhale what no longer belongs there and inhale the light that's been waiting to return. Now that you understand why bad luck forms, let me show you how to cleanse it, step by step, through an ancient method of purification. Stay with me, and together we'll reawaken the qi of your home. Let me tell you a story. A few years ago, I met a woman named Lena. She was 60 years old, kind, humble, and gentle. But when she spoke, her voice sounded like someone who had been tired for too long. She said, "Master Yip, I don't understand. I work hard, I try to stay optimistic, but lately everything is heavy, lacking. The family atmosphere is tense, suffocating. My husband and son often quarrel. I don't sleep well. My house is dark, and even the air seems to push me away." When I asked about her house, she was silent. Then she whispered, "I almost always close the curtains. The light is too bright. My favorite plant near the window has died, and I don't have the strength to replace it anymore." Her eyes sparkled, and she whispered, "Sometimes I think my home doesn't want me anymore." I looked at her gently and said, "Lena, your home doesn't reject you. It reflects you. In Feng Shui, the home and its owner are not separate. They are one energy field, one breath. When the heart becomes heavy, the space becomes dense. When the mind loses its light, the walls become blurry. Your home reflects your inner world." I told her something very simple: no crystals, no complicated spells, just a humble practice that has been passed down for centuries. That night, Lena did as I said. She took a clear glass cup, added coarse salt, vinegar, and water, and placed it in the center of the house. She sat quietly, took a deep breath, and whispered, "I release what no longer belongs to me. I welcome peace and light back into my home." The next morning, she called me with a smile in her voice. She said the house felt lighter, as if someone had opened a window she didn't know existed. For the first time in months, she slept soundly. Her son, who had always been distant, called just to say hello. And she felt an indescribable peace creep into her chest. Was it luck? It was the qi, the energy, finally circulating again. You see, Lena didn't change her luck. She changed the vibrations in her living space. When your energy shifts, your reality shifts too. Luck, clarity, and harmony are not random. They are the natural result of balance. So when life feels stuck, don't fight it. Don't call it bad luck. Just remember, what's stagnant can flow back, and what's heavy can rise once you awaken the energy in your home. Now that you've seen how this simple ritual helped Lena shift her energy, let's explore why, from a Feng Shui perspective, salt and vinegar have such ancient power to purify and restore balance. Now that you've heard Lena's story, let me explain why this simple ritual, just salt, vinegar, and water, has been respected for centuries in the art of Feng Shui. You see, Feng Shui is not only about direction or decor, it is the study of qi, the unseen current of life. And everything in your home, every material, every scent, every sound, either supports or obstructs that current. When a space feels heavy or unlucky, it usually means that the qi has become stagnant, like water that has stopped moving or air that has lost circulation. To restore flow, we need to reintroduce movement, harmony, and the balance of the 5 elements: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. The salt and vinegar ritual works because it unites 3 of these elements in their purest form: earth, fire, and water, creating what the ancients called the triad of cleansing. One question mark. Salt, the earth element, the guardian of stability. Salt is the crystallized essence of earth, solid, grounding, protective. In ancient Feng Shui texts, salt is described as the earth that never forgets. It has the ability to absorb and stabilize. That's why, even today, healers and monks place bowls of salt in rooms where energy feels unsettled. When you add salt to the glass, you're inviting the earth element to anchor and absorb all vibrations that no longer belong to your space. It's like calling upon a silent guardian, one that takes in the heaviness so that your home can breathe again. 2? Vinegar, the fire element, the catalyst of transformation. Vinegar carries the essence of fire, not in heat, but in its acidity, its power to transform and dissolve. Fire in Feng Shui is the force that burns away stagnation and renews vitality. When vinegar meets salt, it activates a subtle energetic reaction, breaking down what's been stuck, untangling emotional knots, and freeing your home from vibrations that no longer serve you. You can think of vinegar as the purifying flame that gently burns away the invisible dust of energy. Where fire enters, movement begins. 3? Water, the bridge between worlds. Finally, we add water, the element of memory, emotion, and flow. Water connects the physical and the spiritual. It is the messenger that carries the intention you set. When you pour water into the glass, you are literally giving movement to stillness. Water becomes the bridge that transfers heavy energy into the mixture, so it can be neutralized and released. Modern science tells us that water holds information. Feng Shui masters have said the same for thousands of years. Your words, your mood, your intention, all imprint onto it. That is why what you say and feel while performing this ritual truly matters. When earth, fire, and water unite. When these three meet, the grounding of earth, the transformation of fire, and the flow of water, they create a complete cycle of cleansing. In Chinese tradition, this harmony is called San He Qi, the three harmonies of energy. It means the elements are no longer competing but supporting one another, just as your body, mind, and home should. That is why this ritual is so powerful. It's not superstition, it's the science of balance. The salt, vinegar, and water are simply the language of nature reminding your space how to breathe again. So now that you understand the meaning behind these sacred elements, let me guide you step by step on how to perform this ritual properly. The right way to prepare it, place it, and activate it with your intention, so it becomes a true channel of light for your home. Now, my friends, let us move from understanding to practice. The salt and vinegar ritual is not a decoration or superstition. It is a conversation between you and your home. Each movement, each breath, each word you say carries vibration. So treat this moment as sacred. When you perform this cleansing, do it slowly, with intention, as if you were speaking to the spirit of your house, because in truth, you are. Step 1. Choose the right time. Timing matters. In Feng Shui, energy flows in cycles, and purification is most powerful when yin and yang shift hands. You can perform this ritual on the new moon to invite renewal, on the full moon to release heaviness, or simply on a morning when you feel ready for change. The most harmonious hours are between 7 and 9 a.m., when the day's qi begins to rise. Avoid late nights. Darkness thickens yin energy and slows release. Step 2. Prepare the sacred tools. You will need 1 clear glass. No color, no pattern. Transparency is essential. Coarse sea salt or Himalayan salt, representing pure earth qi. White vinegar, the fire element in liquid form. Clean water, natural or tap, infused with your intention. Before you begin, take a deep breath. Place both hands over your heart and silently say, "I open this ritual with peace and sincerity. I ask the energy of my home to return to balance." Step 3. Activate the mixture, 1 question mark. Fill the glass with 2 fingers of salt. As you pour, imagine the salt absorbing any confusion or fatigue around you. This is your guardian of stability. 2 question mark. Add vinegar until the glass is 1/3 full. While you pour, repeat softly, "I dissolve all stagnant energy. What leaves me will not return." 3 question mark. Slowly fill the rest with water, leaving a small space at the top. Visualize light descending into the water, a column of pure white qi connecting heaven and earth. You have now created what Feng Shui masters call the vessel of purification. Step 4. Placement and duration. Place the glass in the heart of your home, the area that feels most central or most burdened. If there's one room that often feels tense, place the glass there instead. Let it sit undisturbed for 24 hours. During this time, the mixture will absorb and neutralize heavy qi. You may notice bubbles, crystals, or cloudy layers forming. That is proof that the energy is transforming. Step 5. disposal, and completion. After a full day, do not touch the contents directly. Wrap the entire glass in a paper or bag and discard it outside your home. Never pour it into your sink or garden. What has absorbed must not be returned to your space. As you release it, speak clearly and with gratitude. I thank the elements of earth, fire, and water. I release this energy back to nature, cleansed and neutral. Then, take one slow, deep breath. You have completed the cycle. You have allowed your home to breathe again. The air may already feel lighter, and if you listen closely, you might even sense the stillness, that quiet hum of peace returning to your space. But remember, this is not the end. To keep your energy pure and bright, you must learn how to maintain this flow of qi in daily life. That is what we'll explore next. Let me teach you how to sustain the energy of harmony so your home continues to attract prosperity and serenity long after the ritual is done. Energy affirmation and sealing light. Now that your home has been cleansed, it's time to seal the light, to anchor the new vibration you've just created. Find a quiet spot. Sit or stand comfortably. Place one hand over your heart and take a deep, slow breath in and out. As you breathe, feel the air move gently through you, as if heaven and earth are meeting inside your chest. Now, repeat softly with me. I cleanse my space with love and light. I am fully protected. All that does not belong to me is released and dissolved. Only peace, health, and prosperity remain. Again, slower this time, with feeling. I am safe. I am guided. My home is a temple of harmony. Every breath I take fills me with new energy. Every corner of my home glows with calm and abundance. Stay in that silence for a few seconds. Let the vibration of your words ripple through the air, into the walls, the floor, the ceiling. This is not imagination. This is energy responding to awareness. Each affirmation you speak is like a seal of light, a circle of protection that expands from your heart and fills your space with golden qi. As you finish, whisper quietly, heaven above, earth below, light within, I am whole. Now, open your eyes slowly. Smile gently. You have just anchored your home in peace. This affirmation is your energetic key. Use it whenever you feel anxious, uncertain, or heavy. Each time you speak it, the light will answer. Next, let me share with you a short story and the real-life lesson. Proof that when you live with awareness and pure qi, life itself begins to transform. Some weeks after I shared this ritual online, I received a message from a woman named Marisol, owner of a chain of coffee in Molina City. Her note began with simple words. Master Yip, I tried your salt and vinegar ritual, and something shifted. She explained that her cafe had been struggling for months. No matter how hard she worked, customers stopped coming. The air inside felt heavy. Even music sounded dull. Every morning she opened her doors, but it felt like luck refused to walk in. Then one Sunday morning she followed the same steps you just learned. She prepared the glass of salt, vinegar, and water, placed it by the entrance, and said softly, I cleanse this space of all heavy energy. I welcome light, laughter, and abundance. She wrote that by the third day the air felt different, lighter, brighter, almost joyful. That week, 2 customers who hadn't visited in months returned. A broken coffee machine started working again, and for the first time in a long while, she caught herself smiling, naturally, effortlessly. Was it luck? Number? It was energy alignment, qi moving freely once more. You see, prosperity isn't a miracle that appears overnight. It's the natural outcome of balance restored. When your space breathes again, life begins to move in harmony with you. So whether you live in a busy city or a quiet village, remember this truth. The moment you cleanse your space, the universe rushes in to fill it with blessings. Now, my dear friends, let us close this teaching with a blessing. A few words to ground all that we've done, and to remind your heart that peace and abundance are already within your reach. My dear friends, what you practiced today was far more than a ritual. It was a conversation between your spirit and your surroundings, a sacred act of remembering that you and your home are one. When qi flows freely, life breathes with ease. The walls soften, the air feels lighter, and even time itself seems to slow down, because harmony has returned. You see, Feng Shui is not about superstition or luck. It is about awareness in motion, the art of living with presence, honoring the invisible, and trusting that the unseen world responds to the energy of your heart. The salt and vinegar ritual reminds us that energy is always listening. When you poured the salt, you declared, "I release." When you added the vinegar, you said, "I transform." And when you completed it with water, you whispered to the universe, "I flow again." That is the essence of Feng Shui, transformation through intention. So as you move forward from today, greet your home each morning like an old friend. Open a window and say, "Welcome, light. Flow freely here. Breathe with gratitude. Tend to your plants." Let the air, sound, and scent remind you that energy is alive, and it is yours to shape. And if ever heaviness returns, if the days feel slow or the nights restless, remember this: you are never powerless. You hold the key to shift your vibration, to invite fortune, and to restore peace. Before we end, take one deep breath with me. Place your hand on your heart and affirm, "My home is a vessel of light. My energy is pure, my path is open, and prosperity walks beside me." May this light stay with you in your home, your work, and your dreams. May your days be calm, your nights restful, and your spirit at ease. I am Feng Shui Master Yip, and it has been my honor to walk this journey of renewal with you. Until we meet again, breathe deeply, live gently, and let qi guide you toward peace and abundance. Part 6. Maintaining pure energy and prosperity. My friends, the ritual you've just performed is more than cleansing. It is a rebirth of your home's energy. But just as a garden must be tended after the rain, your space also needs care to keep its qi alive, fresh, and flowing. Cleansing removes the dust, but maintenance keeps the light shining. 1. Begin each morning with light. The first and simplest Feng Shui practice is to let sunlight and air enter your home. Light is yang energy. It awakens life. When you open your curtains and windows, you allow the old yin qi to leave and the new day to bless your home. As you do, whisper softly, "Welcome, light. flow freely here. This small act nourishes both your home and your spirit. 2. Keep the pathways clear. Qi moves like water. It cannot flow where there is clutter. Walk through your home and notice where energy might get trapped. The corner full of boxes, the hallway crowded with shoes, or the drawer stuffed with forgotten things. Each object that no longer serves you holds a piece of your old vibration, so let it go. As you release it, say with gratitude, "Thank you for serving me. I now make room for what is new." By clearing space, you make room for new blessings to arrive. 3. Use scent and sound to refresh energy. Every week, burn natural incense, Palo Santo, or sandalwood. Let the smoke reach every corner. In Feng Shui, smoke represents the element of air in motion. It carries prayers upward and moves stagnant qi outward. You can also play soft music or gentle chanting. Sound breaks up invisible heaviness, turning your home into a living temple of harmony. As you walk through each room, repeat, "Where the scent of light enters, no shadow remains." 4. Reconnect with the elements. Keep a small bowl of salt in one corner for protection. Add a plant to invite wood energy, growth, and renewal. Place a small crystal or candle to represent fire and clarity. These are not decorations. They are living symbols of balance. When your surroundings reflect the 5 elements in harmony, your life will mirror that same peace and prosperity. 5. Practice gratitude daily. Before you sleep, take one slow breath and whisper, "Thank you, my home, for sheltering me." Gratitude is the final seal that protects your energy. It aligns your vibration with abundance and grace. Remember, Feng Shui is not about superstition. It is the art of mindful living. When your environment thrives, your destiny unfolds. When your home breathes, you breathe easier. And when your energy shines clearly, the world around you begins to answer with light. Now that your home has been cleansed and rebalanced, let us move to the next step, a powerful affirmation that will anchor this new vibration and protect your energy field from negativity and loss. This will be our sacred seal, your energetic signature of renewal.